The level of entitlement that we see in the engineering community is outstanding, for the lack of better words. We see this all the time. I mean, people use the open source, you use it in their code, even deploy it in production, not even giving a thank you to the open source maintainer who helped build this project. You can see it all over the place, and then the fight with Amazon and Elastic is just one example, right? But I'm talking about the small open source creators and maintainers. There are countless of software like this. cURL, Caddy, Apache software, so many other small software that's being used on free, and it is almost like a thankless job, unfortunately. And I don't want to compare myself to the open source with it, because it's a different job, let's say. But you see that people demand more of you. The open source community, like the open source maintainers, all they get is just emails of mad people. Hey, you dumb, add this feature. Hey, you stupid, add this feature. Why does your software don't do this? Hey, there's a bug there. It's just maddening, right? You don't understand how open source or running software full time takes courage, takes time, takes mental prowess, right? So that's one thing. The entitlement is there, and then I wish it goes away. But to hear that people like Danial Stenberg, the creator of cURL, getting threatened, physically threatened, that someone will kind of slaughter him on an email, in a series of email, in fact. I'm going to reference the article below that he writes. It's just, even he, as someone who have been doing this for over 20 years now, even he with the thick skin, because like 20 years, like what? And 20 years ago, I was 17 years old. I was a kid. He started doing this stuff already, right? But he's been doing this for a long time. So he's seen shit thrown at him all the time. So he has a thick skin. But even himself getting these kind of emails just put him down. It did push him to a dark place, and he shared this with us. And it just make me sad. And the person that, regardless of his reasons, that stupid, dumbass person that sent that email, the threat, right? I think cURL was used in one of his projects, which is his responsibility, by the way, right? And then someone got into it, and he lost some sort of a deal. Who fucking cares, right? But to threaten someone who gave you this code, and even in his emails, he doesn't even know what the project does. He took a screenshot of the source code and saw Daniel's name and just pinged him and sent him the email, that harsh email. It just makes me so mad. I'm so pissed at this kind of behavior. This is just out of the board. This is just maddening to see something in 2021, people acting this way. The level of entitlement that gets to you, please, guys, don't ever reach there. So I'm not gonna make this video long, right, guys? But we're gonna make it short. Please support your open source community. Support the open source software that you use. You might say, okay, I don't have money to support it. Okay, do you have $5 to pay for a coffee for the creator of the software that you use on a daily basis? Or you don't have that $5, fine. Do you have the time to skim through the doc and find some typos and find a topic that you are passionate about to write and commit to that, right? You don't even need to know how to code in C. Just find pieces where you can help and jump in and help. If you don't want to do that, just compose a tweet and send it to the creator of your favorite open source. Right now, do it. Any open source software that you use today, go and tweet at them, thank you. I appreciate you. That's it. That's it. Just do it. Really, you have to be thankful, right? As my very small gesture here, I'm gonna link the curl backing GitHub page, where if anyone in the community is interested to support curl with a small donation, you can go to the GitHub page and support curl as just small gesture, just to give Daniel some support, because what he saw is absolutely horrible. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Goodbye.